Hey, welcome back to Spiritual Modalities for a Spiritual Life. We're just kicking off our series and we're in the Enneagrams. And I just want to do a little recap, right? Where we should be. This is the fourth video, and today we're going into the Feeling Triad. So those are the numbers 2, 3, and 4. And it's all about those heart-centered individuals. Let's help with some of the language today. You know, in working with me, I talk a lot about being in power and out of power. And when we did the Buddhist teachings, we talked a lot about being conscious and unconscious. And certainly, you know, from all aspects in our life, we can be looking at the bright side of things or the shadow side of things. Those are some of the languages that you've heard us talk. And the Enneagrams really kind of bring it all to a head too. And I know I've said this before, but what I love about this work and typology is that it really does allow you to look at self and become more awake, to become more conscious, to become more in power, but also I'm challenging you to work with the people around you. So if you manage people, if you have a family, if you are in a relationship, if you have teammates, if you are in any type of an aspect where you have to share your energy and work well with others, and yes, that means all of you, we're all there, right? This typology truly can help you. So I just love that, and I wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. Don't just skip and choose to watch some of the numbers and say, well, that doesn't pertain to me. It pertains to everyone. In fact, I'm so excited in class to find out if we truly do have the 9 Enneagrams covered in our class. We shall find out. So let's get ready to work today as we look at the first Feeling Triad, when I give you an overview of what it means to be a 2, which in the Enneagrams is a helper, a giver, a caregiver. Let's find out. Stay watching. Hey, welcome back. We're looking at the Feeling Triad, and we're starting with a beautiful number 2. And 2 sounds like their name, right? They truly are the helpers, the caregivers, the givers in the world. And if you have a 2 that is a best friend, hold on to that friend, because 2s truly do make a beautiful friend. In fact, you'll hear a lot of the words to describe a 2. Let me give you some of those now. Generous, supportive, empathetic, giving, compassionate, loving, kind. So does that sound like a good friend? They're always giving, and that's why they're called the helpers and the givers, right? So you can only imagine that when you think about maybe what the true 2's trouble spot would be, right? They truly can give so much away that they forget about themselves. So that truly is a 2's challenge. And if you know a 2, I think you'll agree with me, right? So can they tip over and maybe be a little bit of a people pleaser? Can they also possibly end up being a little codependent, right? Because after all, they need, and someone should need them as much as they need them. That makes sense. And 2's can truly struggle with creating and having and holding good boundaries. Back to the giving and the receiving again. So 2's truly are here to teach us, you guessed it, how to receive. 2's motivation in life, or key motivation as it's said, is here to truly express themselves and their feelings. They want to be heard, they want to be seen, they want to be known for being that caregiver, okay? So I love 2's, by the way. 2's need to be needed. Sometimes 2's too can maybe create, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If they need and no one needs them, then they, in a out of power, unconscious kind of way, could create the need to be needed. So they can maybe be a little dramatic, okay? We love 2's. So 2's, when they are stressed, become an 8, so like a leader or a boss. And when 2's are feeling completely secure, they become a 4, like a romantic. So that's what we have for our first feeling triad and the twos. Let's move on next to number 3, the one I know so well. Stay watching. Hey, welcome back. We're talking about threes. The performer, the motivator, and in some books even called the achiever. Okay, so these energetic beings are, I love this saying, it said they are as close to spirit having a body form. We really are energetic, we're self-assured, we're ambitious, we're goal-oriented, we're high-spirited, right? Sounds like somebody you know. We have all this energy. We show up with an abundance of energy into the world. And so you can imagine with all that power, think about that. What would happen if we're out of power? We can have a fear to fail. In fact, you probably remember, I'll put up a little tag here, a little in my cards. I did a whole video about the fear to fail and admitted that that's me. So yes, a 3 totally cannot stand to not do things well, and they will, because they're in the limelight, they will do anything to make sure that they do it the right way. So they can be a little hard on themselves. Do you agree? They will do whatever it takes and whatever they have to accomplish their goal. And what I learned about myself in doing this work, and it's so true, and I'm working on changing it, so hold me to it, is that we love making lists. In fact, little personal secret, I will make a list and I will even write the things that I have done on my list just for the personal satisfaction of checking it off. Does that sound like a 3 you know? So what I learned in taking this class is that we're so busy about getting it done that we're forgetting what we're doing it for, and we're not enjoying the doing. So hold me to that. I'm truly working at enjoying everything I do and being in the moment. So when you think about what a 3 has to teach us, it's just that. 3s are here to teach us to be in the moment and be moving through life and accomplishing the things that we need to, but to enjoy the ride. I love that. We're talking about 3s now being out of power, right? We talked about whatever they take. This is the only one that I was doing the research that I saw, the word psychopathic tendencies, right? Think about that. That's pretty scary. And we can become a little obsessive. Our key motivation in our life is to truly be admired by others. When a 3 is showing up and being completely stressed out, they move to the Enneagram number 9, which is the peacemaker and the mediator. If 3s are feeling completely secure, they take on the energy of a 6, which is the loyalist. I think that's it for 3s. If you need any more, ask me personally. Let's move on now to number 4, the last feeling triad. Stay watching. Okay, we're moving on to number 4. 4 is the romantic and the individualist. And this is the Enneagram number that it's all and completely self-aware. They're also very sensitive. They're compassionate. They're creative. They're introspective. They have introspection. They're tactful. They're honest. And they're artists. They love the beauty of the world. So those are some beautiful things about a 4. If 4's out of power or unconscious or with a little shadow around them, they can become a little moody. They can also be self-absorbed and angry itself. I thought that was pretty interesting. So words like shame and blame could come to mind if you're a 4 and you're out of power. 4s love to focus on absolutely everything beautiful. You don't have to be an artist to be a 4, but you certainly would love to be surrounded by beautiful things and creating and watching other people be the artist if you are not. So you love beauty, you appreciate beauty. 4s are truly here to teach us the wonder and the beauty of the world and to appreciate it. I just love that. And the key motivation or the key motivator for a 4 is to truly just show up and be themselves. So what I was listening and reading and understanding about a 4 is that they strive and they love to be unique, but sometimes their uniqueness can make them feel alienated and alone. So if you're a 4, maybe that makes sense to you. If a 4 is becoming stressed, they turn into a 2. And if a 4 is feeling secure, they become a 1, which is a perfectionist. That is all we have for the Feeling Triads. Now remember, even if you're not these numbers, I want you to watch each of them and take notes and see the light and help your 2, your 3, or your 4 be the best expression of themselves. My next video will be the last video of the 3 triads, and we will be exploring the thinking triads, and those are the ones that are all up in their head. Stay watching for next video. Have a nice day. Don't forget to hit that little beautiful like button. Bye now.